Good morning. So, usually, the first thing I do when I get up is head straight to the bathroom, open my window because I need the light, and shower. I do everything in the shower, wash my hair if I have to, brush my teeth because it wakes me up. For my hair, I really don't do anything because I'm just home all day. So, I just put in some leave in treatment and brush it out, and I just let my hair naturally air dry like that. It will get frizzy throughout the day, but it's all good. I'm not going anywhere. Then it's time to wake my little monkey up. The first thing I do, of course, is open up his blinds, shut off his nightlight, and in this case, pick up a toy because he leaves everything everywhere like a 5-year old. And I really try to softly wake him up. I remember my mom clapping into our ears to wake us up every morning, and I hated it. So I try not to do this to him. My son is not a morning person. I have to tickle his feet and caress his head and bribe him with lots of hugs and kisses and telling him we're gonna spend the day together. And then he'll finally hop into my arms and we'll head straight to the bathroom to brush his teeth. I always let him brush his teeth for a little bit because I am trying to teach him, but then I'll usually just grab it and make sure that it's done properly because no child of mine is going to have stinky breath. And just wash his face and do what I do, make sure he looks good. In the mornings, he loves for me to carry him around. He can walk, yes, but I do not mind because he will not be this little forever. So I take advantage. So I just make sure I moisturize his face. In this case, he was kind of in a bad mood, didn't want to be recorded. So I didn't make him face the camera. I just kind of tried to deal with it and be patient. A lot of patience is required here. I know he looks like he's obeying, but he's like fighting me on every little thing today. And then when I was going to put the shirt on, he decided he did not want to wear blue. He wanted to wear black. So I was like, okay, let me just get the black shirt and put it on him before I go to jail. Then once we have our clothes on, I just brush his hair. He is wearing pajama pants, and I let him wear pajama pants because we are just home and he wants to be comfortable, and so do I, so it's not a big deal, but that is what he's wearing on the bottom. All right, so this is really where the day starts. This is where I start logging into his Zoom class so that he's ready for school on time. Class starts promptly at 8:30 a.m. So I just make sure he has like all his books, writing material, paper, everything is going to need, and I just try to log on so that he can eat breakfast while he waits for class to start. In the mornings, he will usually eat waffles or pancakes, and I always try to give him a little bit of orange juice or water if he decides he doesn't want it. Sometimes he will ask for white milk, but that's rare. It's usually just water for him and then orange juice if he feels like it. And the waffles and pancakes are not made from scratch, just FYI. They are frozen because I don't have time for that. Then I just open up the window. This is the little nook where we sit together every day. He has his little table and chair. I got him from Amazon so he could have his own space to be able to write and kind of feel like he's at school, but he's not. What I usually do is just minimize the amount of times I have to get up. So I just plug in the charger so that when the computer is about to die, since the outlet is right next to us, I can just grab the charger and plug it right in without having to get in his way or interrupt the class. Then that's when I start setting up my station. I have my laptop, my headphones, and I think that's about it. Just kind of set it up right next to him. I don't let him go into his own space because he does need a lot of help when the teacher explains things. Sometimes she really intends for the parents to hear it because these kids are 5, like they don't really know how to do everything on their own. In Jet's case, when school started, kindergarten, he barely knew how to glue and cut by himself. So it was a challenge, still is. Then what I'll do is I'll start putting some dishes away while he's eating his breakfast. So I'll empty my dishwasher and I'll work on that for a little bit. Then again, I try to minimize the amount of times that I have to get up or he has to get up. So I'll just go ahead and pre-fill his water bottle with 1 bottle of water so that he has water throughout the school day and he doesn't need to ask for anything. He can just kind of have it by his computer and drink if he needs to. Quality control. Then I will also drink some orange juice myself. I'm more of a drinker in the morning. I don't really drink coffee. I am high on life. So I'll drink some juice. Whoop, and there he is. He's calling me. So I had to leave, then I came back. So yeah, I'm not really a breakfast person. I don't really care for it. I'll just sip some water or juice and then I'm good. And then when my plants need it, today it did, I just go ahead and water them, and that is what I'm doing here. All right, I took 1 sip of juice and then Jet called me. He was done, and by done means he wanted to finish his waffles standing up while I was standing there waiting behind him patiently. Hi from Jet. All right, so they always start off with a good morning song. So class has officially begun. When class begins is when I actually get to do what I have to do before I start my day. I usually start my day around 8:50, 9 o'clock. So what I do is I start opening all the windows in my house because sunlight just makes me so happy. Even when it's raining, it's just something that puts me in a good mood. I always try to put a couple of plants that I have also by the window, which is what I'm doing now, just so they can get some sunlight. They are indoor plants, they don't need much light, but I just like to do it a little bit. And the first room we're going to tackle is Jet's. Usually, I will make his bed once he's already in class and kind of clean up his room. This bed is super difficult to make because of the siding or whatever you call that around it. What is that called? I don't know, but it's like hard to like make the bed. So I just kind of like try to make it look as neat as possible. It doesn't really matter because he's just always jumping on it and playing in it. So, but I still like to, make it look presentable somewhat. And then after that, I'll make my way into my room, open up the patio doors that are in my room, or balcony doors. Not really a balcony, I'm on 1 story, but still, a little window on that side. And then I'll just start organizing stuff. I'll pick up any little things that need to be picked up on the night tables. I'll bring this extra comforter that we use sometimes to the guest room. I don't like to leave it on the bed because it doesn't match my decor, of course. So every morning I'll refill my diffuser with my lavender oil that helps me sleep, and I'll do it so that I don't have to do it right before bed that night. And then I'll just start making my bed with my 18,065 pillows that my husband hates, but they look so good to me. So I'll keep doing it. Then once my bed is done, I'll just fix everything up on my little table, grab my phone charger, and make my way out of there. All right, so right when I got back, Jet needed some help. They actually started working on a worksheet, so he had to collect some materials. I sat right next to him to kind of be present because the teacher was giving directions, and I obviously have to listen to what she's saying because if I don't, then he will be lost, I will be lost, and there's no one to really ask. So that's what we're doing here. Oh, no, 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 no. The morning is not over yet. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. I'm actually making rice now because Jet has a ridiculous lunchtime of 10:30 a.m. I guess that is a normal for kindergarten. I'm not sure, but I have to prep his lunch around this time. I'll try to make like rice, which that's what I'm making in this case. Spaghetti, something really easy. Jet is a picky eater and he doesn't really eat meat. And so I usually just have to kind of make him separate special meals because that is not what my husband and I usually eat. What I usually drink in the morning too, this is what I'm doing here, is I drink some magnesium that my coworker actually told me about this drink. It's called Calm and it's supposed to be like an anti-stress drink. I don't know about that part, but the magnesium is what I wanted because it helps with my headaches because I usually get headaches every single day. It's just something I've always suffered with since I was a child. So that's what I'm doing here, just waiting for the water to boil so I can make my spaghettis. Oh no, my rice. So my rice, and I'm gonna wash my rice now. And that's just so that I have it ready for when the water boils. I can just throw it in there. I can use a rice cooker, but I am old school and I like my rice from scratch. I really prefer the way it tastes and it's really easy to make anyway, so I don't mind. In this case, see how that just splattered all over me because I was in a rush. Jet was calling me and the water was boiling and I had to throw that rice in and so I burned myself, but it's all good. The rice was not ruined. It was fine, so whatever. I just kind of cleaned it up and kept it moving. But that's how it is. You have to rush through everything. All right, so then I covered the rice. I leave it for about 30 minutes before it's finished, and then it's good. And I'm starting my day now. I left these clips in so you guys are actually able to see how many times I get up in a span of like 5 minutes just to help Jet. It's really difficult to multitask. To help him, I had to kind of move the camera away from his computer because I didn't want to get any of the other children in the shots or the teacher because, you know, obviously I didn't have permission for that. But anyway, yeah, just helping him, passing him stuff. He's asking me things. Work is asking me things. I think I was in a meeting at this time. It's just a disaster, literally. here I am taking his water bottle away because he's just playing with it, not paying attention to the teacher, playing games. And so I just have to be like on the watch nonstop. Can't leave him alone for a second. Hi guys. Okay, so that is our everyday morning routine with virtual kindergarten and working full-time and cooking and cleaning. And yeah, around 11, no, like 10, 11 is when I start like wishing that the earth will swallow me. But for the most part, like, we just get through it, and we really have no choice because yeah, school's not open. And even if it was, if we had the option, I don't know if I would send him right now. So yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Say bye, Jet. Bye. Bye.
After school, after that, and what's my favorite?
I don't think they understood you.